English. Standard 4th. Hello students, I am Elizabeth Sibi and today we are going to learn the poem My Books. This is the very beautiful poem. In this poem, it has shown the friendship of kids and the characters mentioned in the poem. And when they read the books, the kids enjoy a lot. Let's see which are the characters mentioned in the poem. Before starting with the poem, I would like to ask few questions. Which is your favorite storybook? Every students have their own favorite storybook. My favorite book is, and I like to read this book very much. My favorite book is Alice in Wonderland. The story is about a little girl whose name is Alice. She is 7 years of age. She falls in a rabbit hole and reaches a fantastic world. The story is about the experience of Alice and is very interesting. There are many animal characters in the story. Many movies have also been made in this story. Name the different types of storybook you have read. Students, you have read n number of storybook like Tom and Jerry, Cinderella, etc. Students, here is the next question for you. When you read a book, does it lead you to Wonderland? Wonderland means a land or place full of wonderful things. So let us check the answer. Answer. Yes, it does. Especially when I read about kings, queens, witches. Witches are the person who does a lot of magic, fairies, and the animal world. So students, here I am reading the poem for you and then I will explain you line wise. I love my books. They are the homes of queens and fairies and knights and gnomes. Now let us read the second stanza. Each time I read, I make a call on some quaint person, large or small, who welcomes me with a hearty hand and leads me through his wonderland. Each book is like a city street along whose winding way I meet new friends and old who laugh and sing and take me off adventuring. And who has written this poem? Anonyms. Let us see what does it mean. Anonyms, done or written by somebody whose name is not known or made public. This beautiful poem is written by an unknown person and that person name is not written. So students, now I will teach you line wise. So let's start. I love my books. Every student love their books. They cover it. They keep it so clean. If it's rainy season, you keep in the plastic cover and safely into your bags. Yes, in this poem, this is very imaginative poem. The poet says that she loves her books. You have lot of book collections at home. You read n number of books. You have so many subjects. You have lots of storybook. So let's see what is there in this poem to study. They are the homes of queens and fairies. Queens means a queen is defined as a girl who is very important or successful at something. Fairies means pariyo, a small imaginary form that has magical powers, especially a female one. Students, as you know, this is a very imaginative poem. The poet says that they love her books. In them, she says one will find queens and fairies, and they are where? At homes. And knights and gnomes. Knight means K is silent. In the olden days, a man of high social rank who had a duty to fight for his king. And what is the meaning of gnomes? An imaginary creature like a small man with a pointed hat. Students, you can see my image. He's small and he has a pointed hat who lives under the ground. So, as you know, this poem is imaginative and you all love your books. You know that they are at homes. Who all? Queens, fairies, knights, gnomes. Students, gnomes, G is silent. So these all characteristics are at homes. Let us see further. Students, I already told you the meaning. Night. K is silent. So knight means Shurveer. A man who served as lord has a mounted soldier. A soldier who saves a country, who is very clever. Gnomes. V is silent. An imaginary old man with a beard who is very small and having a pointed hat. See, is so small and is having pointed hat and is also old. Each time I read, I make a call. Students, when you read the book, you think lots of imaginary creatures in that and you call them. The same way, the poet, when she's reading the poem, she's making a call. And whom she's calling? Let us see. On some quaint person, large or small. Quaint means unusual or old-fashioned and attractive. So the quaint person can be either large or small. Large means great size, extent or capacity. Quaint, unusual or old-fashioned and attractive. I already told you the meaning of quint. Quint means Anoka insan, who welcomes me with a hearty hand. Hati means friendly and full of energy. So students, the poet, the characters mentioned in the poem is welcoming the poet with a hearty hand, with full of energy, with friendly manner. And where they taking them? Let us see. So students, let us check the meaning. Hati. The meaning of Hati is friendly and full of energy. And leads me to his wonderland. Wonderland means a land or place full of wonderful things. Students, see my image. There are so wonderful things. There is houses, beautiful garden. This place is called Wonderland. And the poet is going to Wonderland. Wonderland, a land or place full of wonderful things. Book is like a city street. City street means a street is a basic unit of urban space through which people experience a city. Streets are in fact multidimensional spaces consisting of many surfaces and structures. They stretch from one property line to another, including the building edges, land uses, and setbacks that define each side. So, student, the poet says that whenever he reads the book, he feels it's like a city street. Along whose winding way I meet. Winding means a road, river, etc. repeatedly turns in different directions. So, when the poet is reading the book, he is meeting his friends. And let us see further what happens when he meet the friends. Winding, a road, river, etc. repeatedly turns in different directions. New friends and old who laugh and sing. So, when the poet reads further, he meets its friend who is old and also new friends who laugh and sing. You know that whenever you are in a friends group, you enjoy a lot, you talk a lot, you meet lots of friends. You sometimes laugh for certain jokes and sometimes you sing. You enjoy your friends' gang. And take me off adventuring. Adventuring means an unusual, exciting, and possibly dangerous activity such as a trip. As you know, students, the poet compares each book to a winding city street, along which the poet come across people about whom she has read before, as well as new characters. They all take the poet on adventures, laughing and singing. Adventuring, an unusual, exciting, and possibly dangerous activity such as a trip. So students, let us check the answer the following questions. What are the characters the child finds in the book? Answer. The child meets queens, fairies, knights, and gnomes in the book. She also meets a variety of unusual people who are either new or old friends. Second, what has the poet compared a book to? Answer. The poet has compared a book to a city street. So students, let us check the rhyming words from the poem. Pick out the rhyming words in the second stanza. Call, small, and wonderland. So students, here is a homework for you. Do in your book. Write about your favorite book. Any one book. You know that you read plenty of books. Till now, which book you have liked, you have to write about it and what you find in it. In the poem, you have studied many characters. Same way, when you read a book, you have to see which characters you like. You have found them and you have to write in a book. So students, I hope you understood the poem. Thank you.